That was so timely. Yo, what's good, everybody? This is your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch, the mayor of mid tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, the toxic shadow king himself, Zero fucking Lucy. And joining me on the mic, I can't even say as always anymore because this is like a brand new relaunch and everything like that, if you will, right?
Yeah, and also
It's a fucking
not on
face
the mic,
reveal.
on the camera, right?
It's a face reveal.
Oh, now that I'm looking at it, the black hat with the black background and the black beard kind of is obscuring my face more than I thought it would.
No,
But
it's lighting. So like you got to get you a ring light and shit. Like the reason I look all like glamorous.
I'm not getting a ring light. It will never be that real for me.
It's like $20 at like Walmart, dude.
I was just gonna say I would need to be in a studio to get a ring light.
Well,
If
I
we
mean,
ever
like
for some reason get
you
famous, I'll
saw
get a ring light.
you saw my background and everything like that immediately before the fucking filter and shit. This
That's true.
quintessentially is my studio at this point. But
Yeah,
in case you are not aware of who this man is, this is Mr. I'm not excited about anything. Mr. My rent is paid and I ain't got no kids. The Luciano fact checker himself, Sadistic Dance.
it is nice to see none of you again.
Right, because we got like all of but like 10 fans, our constituents. So just to give
10
you,
is generous.
I think we had about like a solid 10.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
think we had about like 10. I think we had about 10,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there, at least off and on, inconsistently and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
what happened was originally the podcast was Assorted Fucks, right? And it was one of them type of things where the branding, while it is cool and we thought the name was fucking amazing, branding wise and getting it out there was a little bit more difficult than what it was that we initially thought of, because at no point in time did we think that the podcasting thing was actually going to be a real life fucking thing for us. It was more like we were just having conversations and spewing shit into the fucking ethos.
I mean, listen, if the content of our discussions didn't get us canceled and banned, certainly the name Assorted Fucks would.
Yo, Damon, what's going on? Wu-Tang, what's happening with you? Oh, and by the way, that new song that you heard on the opening for the starting Sue screen, I produced that as well. So I'm happy as fuck to get back into that too. Yeah, so Cynics Anonymous was another one of these names that Sadistic Dance miraculously came up with. If I'm not mistaken, you came up with Assorted Fucks too, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, so like that's his superpower. Lucy the fucking producer. Yeah, something like that. I'm a man with many hats, literally.
Literally. It's the whole reason I decided to wear a hat.
Lola said I'm super excited about the face reveal. See, she was one of the 10 from before.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Appreciate and bask in my mediocrity.
Also, my water bottle. You see what that says? This was custom made by PG.
Yes, I remember. You showed it to me when you first got it.
Yes, I'm super excited about that. And the reason that I showcase this is because not only have I been saying that Thanos should have snapped twice, it's purple because that's my color, obviously. And last night, well, I should say this morning, let's backtrack. So I had an amazing top 8 last night for Tekken. So if you missed it, you fucking suck. Nothing else about it. I don't really give a fuck, right?
It was a particularly good stream.
Yeah, I had a lot of fucking big name people that I respect, people that I look up to, people that has a foothold in the Tekken community, especially on the content creating side, come through, which was really fucking dope and everything like that, to get my acknowledgement and my flowers for what it is that I do as a commentator and a platform owner and all that other shit like that, right? But I was drinking a lot. Like, this was a brand new bottle when I started streaming yesterday. Like, I still have the paper and everything from when I opened it right here. Brand new fucking bottle. Drinking that shit straight out the bottle. About time, I think the stream was like 3 or 4 hours or something like that.
It's like 3 hours here.
About time that stream was over, I was fucking slapped. Like, it was no miscommunication. There was no two ways of looking at that shit at all. But did I take my drunk ass to sleep? No. Should I? Probably. I didn't end up going to sleep until like 5 o'clock this morning, dog. So I got out of my stream, went over to Fury's stream, shout out to homie Fury, and joined the voice chat with him. And it was a bunch of other people that joined the voice chat. So it was about like 8 or 9 of us or whatever in this fucking voice chat, talking about a plethora of different fucking things that is going on in the FGC. And I was a little disappointed, or not even disappointed, but bummed, if you will, because last week we were supposed to have did the first episode of Cynics Anonymous, right?
I had to cancel, unfortunately.
Yeah, you actually had real life shit going on. Shit happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had all of the fire and the vitriol of 10 men leading up to that shit. So I was like amped up. I'm getting on this motherfucking mic. I'm going on the podcast. I'm spazzing the fuck out. I'm cussing niggas out. Fuck this shit. Fuck these niggas in the FGC. I'm tired of fucking streaming. I don't think I'm gonna do this shit no more. These niggas don't want to give me my motherfucking flowers and all this other shit. And I went on, like, in my head, I had like this whole goddamn script and tirade and everything that I was gonna do. Um,
I'm glad I was able to protect the world from that. Jesus.
yeah, it was gonna be bad. But it was one of the things that I realized that it wasn't necessarily 100% because I wasn't getting the acknowledgement and everything that I wanted. It was more or less that I did not put full how can I put this? I didn't fully acknowledge the magnitude and the weight that come along with words of affirmation and how important that is to my everyday existence and everything that I fucking do.
Yeah.
And with how much I do production wise into my streams and everything, as a person that had no fucking clue, no background, no nothing, no foothold in any of this shit, and I'm just literally like you was there with me on fucking YouTube looking at a multitude of different fucking videos to figure out how it is to do whatever the fuck it is that I wanted to do. I seen like snippets and everything like that. Like with the opening song that I sent that out to people that I'm close to let them know, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing for the new song. Looking for open critiques and everything like that. And I got, oh, that's dope, that's fire, that's nice, that's cool. But I feel like, in a sense, because I have BPD, I have borderline personality disorder for those that do not know. It's a real big issue with permanence in my life. So like emotional permanence, objects permanence, things of that nature. So like without, and you can tell by the way that I talk, like if you listen to me commentate, listen to any of the previous episodes of the podcast, I talk in a very elaborate, big wordy type of way because I feel like if I'm conveying a thought or a feeling or something, it needs to be fully descriptive and not just simplistically fucking said, because then it comes across as superficial or taking the issue light or invalidating the severity of whatever the fuck it is that I'm talking about. So
it's a little loquacious,
exactly.
as
There we
you
go.
want to say. Yeah.
Right. I didn't want to say that because motherfuckers already accused me of using big words and everything like that, especially when I'm drinking and shit like that. But I don't feel like loquacious is a big word. However,
I don't even think that you use big words, but you describe things in such over in like such over detailed details that it kind of feels like that. A lot of adjectives before you get to the actual thing,
the
that
actual
you're getting
noun
to.
of the sentence, right? You know.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure that everything that I'm saying is coming across like complete,
How you
like
mean
full,
it.
right? And I don't want it to come across as like disingenuous or generic. So, in a sense, I kind of found myself in a lot of instances looking for the same thing that I fucking put out, which is lunacy at its fucking best, because how the fuck, one, can I expect somebody to be as wordy as I am, to possess as much saliva in a fucking mouth to be able to say the shit that I say at the rapid rate that I fucking do? And two, how can I expect that from anybody if I never vocalize that's exactly what the fuck it is that I'm looking for?
That's true, yeah.
So it's like nobody is clairvoyant or anything like that. But all of that is to say that while I was in the midst of having these long, drawn-out fucking conversations with all these people, it got to talking about what is it that could be done in the FGC to create a safe space for women. And you know personally that that is something that's sensitive to me, because I know that it's a lot. I know women personally that use their sex appeal as a marketing ploy to increase their succession, right? And in a sense, I can't really fault a woman for doing that if that's exactly what it is that they're doing, because this is no different than, say, OnlyFans, if you will, minus the nudity. But not all of OnlyFans have that nudity aspect to it as well. But if I had fucking boobs or whatever the fuck the case may be, and I could just do this in the fucking camera while I'm being mediocre as fuck at a fucking game and niggas are throwing money at my goddamn feet, then goddamn it, I'm gonna get fucking money too. So like,
yeah,
I'm not faulting them for it.
Yeah, you really can't.
But in the same instance, it's like, oh why? You know what I mean? And then they
Yeah.
get to, then you hear like these stories of these creepy ass motherfucking dudes in the goddamn FGC, and it's like, yeah, because it's a lot of niggas that never had an opportunity to touch pussy. Like they wasn't even born vaginally. Like these niggas are dead ass C sections, so like they never experienced a pussy wall in their fucking life. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. That's the like. It's legitimately. You can literally go to some of these events, and it's like, yeah, you've never fucking touched a woman. You've never known the warmth of a woman.
You know, incels are real, I guess.
But see, the thing is, it's like I wouldn't even call them incels because, like, incels, the part of an incel is the involuntary aspect of it. These niggas don't really have a. Well, I guess that is involuntary because they don't have.
Yeah,
A
that's what makes it voluntary.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Got you.
yeah,
And it's like fucked up because like you can go and you can see a nigga with a fucked up ass lining and they hair nappy as hell. And it's like that motherfucker's gonna kick my ass on Smash Bros. Like you can just look at him and tell, oh, you look like you fucking know the full lore of Melty Blood. Like
yeah.
I could look at you and tell. Like
You know every just frame move in Tekken.
Right. Even though that's not your main, that's
Yeah.
not your second, and it's weird. And in that conversation, it was very much so enlightening. And me being me, we got to talking about personas, not Shin Megami Tensei persona, but the
I
persona,
figured.
but the persona. No, this is all people that's in the FGC, so it is not that far reach of a possibility as well.
Yeah.
But the persona that people have when they're say commentating versus how they are in their everyday life. And I was arguing the fact that to an extent, you having a persona as a commentator or whatever the case may be, but you preach yourself to be this genuine person is fraudulence.
I can see that.
And they like, nah, because
It depends on if you're selling a genuine experience or a genuine interaction.
Well, most of these motherfuckers are not coming out here selling fantasy. They're not advertising themselves as selling fantasy. I'm a real ass motherfucking gamer. This is the real aspect of shit, and this is what the fuck. Like that's how they coming across. They market themselves like I do, but water the product down, if you will. And that's what I was arguing. My stance is like that's coming across as fraudulence because that's not really who you are. That's not how you are. You're modifying yourself as a person for a marketability point.
Yeah, I think it would be. I don't necessarily know if I would consider that disingenuous though. Only because I guess if you're trying to be entertaining, you have to be some version of yourself elevated, unless people just really like you being dour. I mean, I certainly
No, but
I'm not making any attempts to kind of portray myself in any heightened version of myself, but I also do not seek an audience actively. You know what I mean?
But see, in the same instance, it come across as disingenuous for me because you've known me for fucking over 15 years now. This is me. This was 16-year-old me, 21-year-old me, 34-year-old me. I am loud, animated, talkative, and excitable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me is genuine. Yo, what's up, Donnell? That's genuine to me, and I feel like in a lot of these instances, people are to use a drug reference. They're stretching the crack or stretching the coke. Like you're putting additives in it. It's not fucking fish scale. It's not that pure Argentinian shit. You're adding baby powder and baby formula and laxatives to your fucking drug so that you can stretch it so that you can make more money.
It's not that Michelle Pfeiffer swimming in cocaine and Scarface.
It's not. It's not. It's not that Tony Montana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not. Oh.
But also, there's nothing you can really do about that because the audience is going to go to where they want to go, right?
Right.
So to kick it back to like OnlyFans, right? For example, it's like people are paying essentially for the interaction and the access, right? Like I have access to this pretty girl who I normally wouldn't have access to. And if I pay $20, and if I even pay more than that, I can get attention from her that I wouldn't normally get.
Yo, what's up, Sparks? Yes, the podcast Assorted Fucks has been rebranded as Cynics Anonymous.
Poor assorted fucks.
Look, Sparks, like, Dance has a face cam now.
I do. I've had one for a while. I just wasn't using it.
No, but I mean, like, I get it. You're paying for the accessibility. And I seen a post on Twitter last week where it was a dude that was like, if you're mad because you're a content creator, you can't be upset that people aren't coming and subbing to your stream, or you can't make somebody feel bad because they're not subbing to what it is that you do, and you decided to get into this field and to do X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 blah. And to an extent, I agree. But in the same instance, nobody wants to feel invalidated, especially with those people that want to, especially the people like myself that put a lot of effort into this shit. Def the Kid is talking about gay. What the fuck do you mean gay?
Just barely.
Doing Pride Month? Is that what the fuck we're doing?
In Pride?
In Pride?
Homophobia?
in Pride Month? In 2023?
On June 3rd?
Oh, like you didn't even get halfway. You didn't even get to the end of the month. We're not even 1 week in.
We're 72 hours in. I haven't even sucked a dick yet. What's going on? You jumping the gun. You busted that nut way too early.
Like you didn't even get your pants off good. Now, Sparks, you in the hospital? What the fuck you in the hospital for? That's fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Damn, you alright? Talking about where's the Tekken? I'm not only a Tekken content creator, good sir. God,
yeah, I'm
multifaceted.
Get ready for that Tekken to be gone and get ready for that Mortal Kombat to be back.
You know, you're not the only one that said that. I've had several people, PG included, that's like, Tekken is cool, but I need some gore. She said that Tekken is not gory enough.
Yeah, and also...
Man, I just called someone the F word the other day. Fuck.
See? Slacking. Set a reminder for next year. So you know.
Oh, shit. Surgery went bad.
Oh. Started bleeding out. Not the Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Eesh. Well, I'm glad that you didn't lose too much blood because you're clearly
right. Are you ghost typing? If you're a ghost, you have to say so.
Right. That's entrapment.
Yeah.
Like, no, I do not welcome any type of hauntings of any sort.
Right, no bad juju. But I was gonna say, you kind of cut your teeth with Mortal Kombat. That's kind of how you came up as a streamer. And you know, a lot of the stuff and ideas you had were kind of incorporated eventually into the game anyway. And you know, those first
like the customs and shit like that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say those first couple of streams, though, the what I call the New York Nightmare era. Yeah. Of just disrespectful Garruses and stuff like that. That was a lightning in the bottle kind of thing. Like those streams had no business being as entertaining as they were.
Oh, the RoboCop trick shots.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the good old. When I was just belligerently drunk and not even trying to fucking commentate shit.
You were drunk on the. I will never forget the moonshine episode.
That was not the infamous sundress episode though.
It wasn't.
That was a whole different episode.
It was like we have a couple of hits. Like we have a couple of duds, but we also have a couple of hits.
Well, that's because the ones that are duds, did my sub go through? But I don't think so. I didn't see it. Let me put my alert bot on this one as well because it's not there. Where the fuck is my alert bot? I don't even know.
I couldn't tell you. We've had enough technical difficulties to last a lifetime.
I know, right? Like, I'm super good on that. Thank you very much. I have no idea when the fuck my alert bot is. I would have to go and fucking get the thing. Never mind, I'll do that shit later. I will do it later.
Don't want to play with fire.
I don't want to fucking tempt the fates and everything. Oh, it had to go through because you got the little logo and everything by your name, Sparks. So, hey, fuck it.
If you got the emote, it went through.
Yeah. It just didn't register on the, whatchamacallit. It didn't come through. Maybe if I restart this, actually. Excuse me, refresh. No, but, I forgot what the fuck I was even saying.
We were in general talking about the state of the FGC and how someone on Twitter or social media was saying you can't be mad at not having an audience if you decide to stream. Yeah.
And see, the thing is, it's like it's not a fair assessment or a fair outlook on it, because I know a lot of people that don't get the views necessary or the views that you would think that will be warranted towards the quality and the effort and the work and the entertainment that they put out, because they're not within a fucking circle jerk of people to promote themselves. Like, this shit is ultimately a big ass fucking popularity contest. And I don't think that people understand how childish a lot of motherfuckers in the FGC really is. And then they get mad when childish bullshit shenanigans occur on fucking Twitter.
I think the opposite. I think people know exactly how childish they can be, but they just want it so bad that they just kind of join in the reindeer games. Uh, I've definitely noticed that it is really insular, and I think that's just because in gaming, which is already niche, fighting games are even more niche because they're not really accessible. They have this kind of potentially high skill window and things like that. It doesn't really lend itself to the giant kind of audiences that more, I don't want to say mindless, but simpler type of games with easier to understand mechanics kind of does. So it's kind of just people fighting over scraps in the FGC.
But the thing is, though, as well, and what I find really odd is that, say my streaming setup, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
The type of people that I go for aren't necessarily the bigger name people. Do I have big name people that fuck with me? Yeah. On Tekken, and now on Tekken, as well as on the Mortal Kombat side of things. If I needed to holler at Katana Prime or Armani Vez or Tiza or Aztec or any of these fucking big name people, I can literally just DM them on Twitter and get a fucking reply. And I'm starting to get the same thing on the Tekken side of shit as well, which is dope. However, that skill gap that you're referring to, or whatever the case may be, is only, let's say 4% of the fucking people that actually play these games. The other 96% is your everyday person that just bought the fucking game for $60-$70, just like the next fucking man that contributed to the millions. And those are the people that I try to appeal to, but yet and still, they go and chase the fucking name of the person that pressed the buttons better than any other person that they did. So it's like, in my mind, it's like, why are you focusing and forcing yourself to be in a realm that you don't belong in, when you have this big fucking pool of everybody that you are like right there in front of you? So it's like a mentality shift that goes along with it that isn't fucking necessarily there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
society is like that in general. Yeah, society is like that in general, though. People will always kind of chase the scraps. Like, they would rather have the scraps from the big name than have a whole meal to themselves. And it's just a societal thing. There's nothing we can do about it.
And
cynicism.
Cynicism. That's the word of the day. No, but see, the thing is also, right? Even as long as you've known me, I've always been the type of person to buck against the commonplace thing.
You always want to buck against the commonplace thing, and you also always want to start your own thing.
That is also true. Shout out to my KOS people. But like, it's mind-boggling that people rather be a part of a fucking herd than to do their own fucking thing.
Yeah, it's very common. A lot of people, a lot of times, myself included, actually, would rather be a small fish in a big pond than the opposite, or even a kind of scaling thing. I guess all you can really do is take the knock on the chin and keep doing what you're doing. You've done an admirable job of growing a pretty sizable audience. I also think it's a matter of perspective. It's like, when you think about numbers, you feel like the numbers are small, but if you go out into the street and try to get 20 people to watch you for 30 minutes, let alone 3 hours, it would be like impossible.
Right, and I think that with me personally, the thing that was like throwing me, and like they was telling me last night that I don't give myself enough credit for what
I
it
was
is that
just going
I've
to say
done.
that. I was going to say you and a lot of other small streamers don't give yourself nearly enough credit for the amount of work that you guys do.
Yeah. But like I'm looking at it from a bigger picture aspect of things, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
can see how many followers I actively have on Twitch. I have 1068.
Mm-hmm.
But I actively have 8 viewers right now. So
Mm-hmm.
like that percentage of the people that follow me versus how many actually show up, it doesn't balance out. And that's the part that causes like
Yeah, but people are
turmoil to an
busy,
extent.
or
No,
people
no.
may
Yeah.
like, join like, oh, I thought this was Tekken, never mind, bye.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Or like,
So,
like I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that happened a great deal, and I understood that when I stopped doing Mortal Kombat and went over to strictly Tekken.
mm-hmm.
I understood that that was going to be a precipitous drop off from where I once was number wise, because like at one point in time, I was pulling down a minimum of 40
30, 40, yeah.
on a fucking Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I know that it was going to be some type of growing pains and everything like that. I just think that it was a little it's an internal battle with me, because it's like part of me doesn't give a fuck and then another part of me does, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
part that doesn't give a fuck, it's like I'm going to put on the same quality type of show whether it's 5 people or 500 people. I don't really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the part of me that do care is like, damn, what am I doing wrong? What is it that I haven't figured out? What part am I fucking missing to make this better? Or how can I appeal to more people? Or how can I go across the aisle to get more eyes? And it isn't so much only as a selfish thing, because I don't make a great. If I make money from this streaming shit, it
Mm-hmm.
ain't nowhere near enough. Like I might be able to put gas in my car for the fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I'm not in it. I didn't start this shit for money. Whatever the fuck the case may be, I'm doing this shit for the people that don't get the opportunity to get the normal shine that they
Shoot.
should get. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not be a ninja killer, but now you have the eyes and the platform and the audience of like
Something.
a ninja killer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you might not be scalable to him, but now you get exactly the same type of experience or the feeling that he would have of
You
people
get,
championing and
yeah,
watching him and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
you get a microcosm
Yeah.
of the experience of what it could be like.
It's the fishbowl to the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Fury, what's going on with you, my boy? I just spoke this man up, and here you go. Fury cool as shit, though. Real talk.
Yeah, I know. I woke up and he was streaming, and he had been for 4 hours. And
Yeah,
I was
because I
like,
had rated him from my stream and shit.
yeah, I saw. And then
Yeah.
I was like,
Yo, what's going on, Brooklyn?
that's the one where it was like 3 o'clock, and I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when
And
I was still up talking and shit like that. And see,
I,
Fury, I'm still drinking water, my boy.
I promptly went back to sleep. I am ashamed to say I did not watch that stream.
Well, to be fair, like Fury does the late night show.
He
So
does.
like all of his streams are like at midnight on out and shit. So like
Yeah.
it's to be expected. But the amount of motherfucking people that was just up and vibing with him on this fucking stream, that motherfucker, that shit was crazy.
But you know what? To your point, that's how you build an audience, the
Yeah.
experience. To once again kick it back to the OnlyFans example, these people have curated this experience, not necessarily a fantasy for these people that makes it worth tuning in with their time and paying with their dollar. So I think as you curate these positive experiences, these positive streams, you're going to see that kind of standard of that kind of base number, that 20 people that tune in every Monday and Thursday and stuff like that,
Yeah.
just grow like it has in the past. Did you even think that you would have 1K
Fuck
people
no.
dedicated to following you
Hell
when you
no.
started? Yeah,
Hell
you were
no.
also in a
That was
completely different
never a
place.
fucking goal.
And look what's happened. So I just think it's about building that experience. I think a lot of the streamers, not the big streamers, not like the Pokemanes and stuff like that, but like the medium-sized streamers and the more popular small streamers and stuff like that, people are coming for that experience, and it feels like community at that
Right.
point. So it's like it feels like going to I think I told you this a couple of weeks ago, like your streams feel kind of like going to a small, really hype offline.
Yeah.
And that's just not an experience you're going to get with someone who has 10,000 people in his chat.
Yeah.
Where he can't even call out people by name. He's just saying chat. It's completely impersonal. You're offering a completely different experience. And I think over time, that is what is going to grow you and people like you. And it's just you got to be patient.
And that's a problem. I'm not.
You're not. And
I'm
you
not
never
a fucking
have been.
patient
And you
person.
never will be.
Probably not.
It's just, you know.
But like, I've been working behind the scenes on a lot of shit, right? Like Death, for example. Death give me a lot of fucking bullshit because like for the last couple of weeks I haven't really been actively engaging with my motherfucking team and practicing and shit because not only my job, like I work in hospice. So like that shit blows the fuck out of me, right? Like it's been days that I come home and it's like this last week in particular, I only worked Tuesday through Friday, but it felt like I worked 7 fucking years straight, bro.
It was a long ass week for no reason
At all, right?
To have had Monday off,
right? As I sip my drink now, mid Lucy streams feel like another kickback with drinks and spade games. Yeah. And see, Fury, that's the experience that I wanted to provide. Like I tell people when they ask me what's my stream like, it's the same thing as going to your friend's house to play Super Smash Bros. For the first time, and you're sitting next to your homie talking shit. That's the idea that I've always had and I always wanted with, you know what I'm saying, the content and everything that I put out. But like, this is the first time that I'm even announcing it because it just got official and I got to do the fucking documentation for it. And I just found out Thursday night, Friday morning, but I got accepted into the Maturino Partnership Program.
Oh.
Which is going to be big, especially if I could decide to continue to do these tournaments and everything like that. That's going to be huge because for all of my tournaments, for the most part, with the exception of Gratitudes, appreciate it, Fury, but with the exception of like say Arc, for example, most of the tournaments that I've done came strictly out of my fucking pocket.
Yeah.
Like the tournament last night that I did for the top 8 or whatever the case may be, 90% of that came out of, 95% of that came out of my own fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying? And that was just something that I wanted to do for the people that fuck with me. I never really wanted to open a door to tournaments to like the masses, if you will, because then you got people that just play the game like you and I going up against motherfuckers like Joe Crush or Cuddlecore and shit like that. For $100.
If it was a big tournament and it was a large enough pot, people would be like, hey, I need that $100. Let me go sweep this real quick. Yeah.
Exactly. So let me just go sweep through all these fucking bums and get this little quick $100 real easy. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. You know, because that's not fun for any fucking body. I mean, granted, that's quintessentially what the fuck happens at these offline events. Because it's, especially with Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat 11, it's literally like 5 to 10 people, maybe.
I was gonna say it's the same top 8 since Mortal Kombat 2011.
Yeah, it's like the same, like
it's those same
10 people that you.
I know I'm gonna see Dragon. I know I'm gonna see Sonic Fox. I know Sonic Fox is probably going to win. Right. It's the opposite of hype. It is the hypo hype. It is just right. It is just. Because you kind of already know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I agree. You did the right thing. Which is why I said, you know, it can be frustrating, but I think if you stay the course, it's going to work out better for you.
He said, nigga, I will send Lucy the money to send you the money to buy geese. I'm not waiting till the 23rd. Because Dev trying to money match Demon. And I've been hosting a couple of money matches and everything like that for the Tekken side of shit as of recently, and that's been kind of fun. That's been dope.
I was just gonna say Geese Howard.
Yeah, that's Legendary Demon's main. Yo,
no.
Art, what's going on?
Not in Tekken.
Yeah. He plays Geese Howard and that degenerate ass Lucky Chloe.
Ugh. I would rather have Lucky Chloe over Geese Howard in Tekken.
Yeah, and you know what, Fury? That's what we was talking about this morning and everything like that. Like, bro, when I tell you, I can't tell you how many times that I've literally got up and was like, I'm done. I'm tired. Shit, sadistic. I've told you how many times have I told you I don't want to do this shit no more.
It was last week.
It was legitimately I just didn't fucking want to do it anymore. Because if it doesn't feel fun, then I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
What the hell? Sadistic sound like an evangelist in a stadium.
What?
That's what Ark said.
An evangelist.
Well, you've been told several times about your voice and everything like that before too. So
like a white preacher?
Oh, you're echoing.
Oh.
It might just be his headphones.
It's probably my mic.
Yeah.
I'm at any given point in time 3 steps behind whatever mic Lucy has. Like this is the mic he started with when he started streaming.
Yeah. I think I still got that motherfucker somewhere, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I know I got my loud ass keyboard before I got the new one.
Mm.
And then now I got an actual quality mic and shit. Then I got these other headphones that I was commentating with for the longest. I still got them motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Why he sound like a final boss in a big ass cave?
I do have a deep voice.
You do sound like an Elden Ring boss.
I'm like
to die.
If it comforts you to think of me as a benevolent God, or if it makes you afraid of me, I accept either one.
Okay, so now you're just Wesley Snipes with the shit? Okay, for sure.
You know, if only I had someone to murder suicide.
That's Chris Benoit. That's not Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You have your heroes and your villains in the world.
Yeah, and Father's Day is around the corner.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It is. It is around the corner. Let a motherfucker get some socks. I'm waiting on the CNN report to come across my damn Twitter timeline and shit. He do sound like the boss. You ain't high enough level to fight yet.
That secret boss that you gotta go through hell and high water to get to. And it's some bullshit when you get there.
You need shirts. DM me, Art, and then we could talk about that shit so I can start putting out this Nox Nobis merchandise. I am like really over here fucking being hustle man at this fucking point, dude.
You are, yeah.
I'm legitimately being a hustle man. Like I'm producing music. I'm producing content on there. I am now getting my shit together to start producing clothing. I have the logo and everything. Bro, I am out here doing shit. I don't want to punch a fucking clock for anybody else anymore. And I just need something to fucking pop so that I don't have to go and wake up. I want wake up, roll over residual money. You get what I'm saying? Like I just want to wake up and have money just fucking flowing in. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get up and have to leave my fucking house. Right. I don't want to have to. Right. I'm selling, nigga. I'm about to start selling shirts and shit with my fucking designs and everything on it. You want to support, nigga? Buy a couple of shirts. Give some subs, damn it. That's how you support.
Oh, yeah.
But see, the thing is that you got motherfuckers that's out here that apparently, according to that Twitter status, to go back to that's out here bullying motherfuckers because they're not subbing in their channel, but they go to a mutual channel with somebody else's, and they're over there just dropping hella fucking bags. You know what I'm saying? And I've had that experience happen to me before as well.
Mm-hmm.
When's them summer men's dresses?
Oh God. Oh God.
What's Wild Fury? No, but as far as the sundresses go, Ark, once I get a good hand for the sewing and everything like that, then I'll probably figure that out.
You don't need to be making nobody's dresses.
Why not?
Them bitches gonna be falling apart. Them people gonna be naked.
No. I mean, that's probably more.
It's going to be by design. It won't be because of bad quality. It'll be a feature. You don't need to do that.
Oh yeah, getting mad when someone don't drop subs in your channel. Yeah, I've literally had that happen where somebody was over here and they would sub to me, and then I would go and watch somebody else's channel, and this motherfucker just dropped easily like $200 in subs, and I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is he doing? So I can do that shit to replicate it, so I can get some of that money my goddamn self. Yeah. But yeah, like dude had a whole fucking thread, and people was posting screenshots of DMs, and this chick was over here going the fuck off on this one dude, like. I would send you nudes if you drop 10 gifted subs, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's
Wait a
blatant
minute.
solicitation. Like you're
That's
soliciting.
that's different. That's it's okay in my eyes when the low cut sweater is doing the heavy lifting, but if
Right.
you're
Like
if you're
if your things are thinging and they
right,
generating passive income, then go ahead.
right, but if you're resorting to active prostitution, that's a different story.
No, it's not even active prostitution. You're doing this for gifted subs on Twitch when it's a whole website for that shit. You're advocating on the wrong fucking site, bro.
Yeah, it's you're not even doing it for real money.
No, right. And then you're getting a cut taken out of your shit by Twitch. Because in order for you to get a payout from Twitch, you gotta hit a certain threshold of fucking money from subs before they give you any money. So like, let's say, for example, until you hit $100, Twitch taking all that shit. Twitch taking all that shit until you hit $100, and then like say you got 102 in revenue that's generated, you get the $2, and Twitch take that 100. When you can go to OnlyFans, it is literally a matter of fucking clicks. You're on the wrong site.
You're doing it wrong.
You're hustling backwards.
Doing it wrong.
You're literally hustling backwards. You're a fish in the fucking desert and getting mad because you're not swimming fast enough. That's what the fuck it comes down to. And it just doesn't compute.
I don't know what just happened.
Don't forget to add a junk ham in them. What the fuck? No, that would not exist on a goddamn sundress. You just gonna be out here freeballing, swinging in the fucking wind, bro. They started OnlyFans. Look, if times get hard enough, I'm gonna do exactly what the fuck Fury was talking about. I'm gonna be out here, take my shirt off, and start doing push-ups on stream and shit. Because I know a streamer right now, a content creator in the Mortal Kombat community right fucking now that do that shit. And he's a pretty, I'm not gonna say he's a big name person in MK, but he's well known. Put it like that. He is well known. And if I tell you who it was, it's a good chance that you would know who the fuck it is. And the fucked up part about it is that where he lives, state-wise, he doesn't belong traditionally. Like, he stays on the West Coast. I ain't gonna say who it is because he's still a homie. But I just so happened to pull up to one of his streams one night that I was fucking playing a game, and I was just showing my man some support because I ain't been in one of his streams in a while. And my nigga's over here in the beater, and he took the motherfucker off, and he pushed his gaming chair off to the side and get to doing push-ups and shit, and then come back and he flexing the goddamn camera, and I'm just like, hey, yo, my guy, what the fuck happened to you? Like, you went from playing Mortal Kombat to playing Street Fighter 5 to doing fucking cardio on Twitch?
Meanwhile, I'm streaming for absolutely no one in complete silence the story of Final Fantasy 14.
I wouldn't say it was to no one because you've had people pull the fuck up out of nowhere that you didn't know who the fuck it was, and they was just.
I have.
And it was
one time a video got like 15 views, and I was like, "The fuck are you doing here?"
They just enjoyed the game because you definitely wasn't talking to nobody.
I guess so.
You was not talking to nobody.
I wasn't talking to a single damn person.
Oh, fuck that. How about last night? I just found out that like at least 6 different people in the techie community specifically play Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm like, well, shit. Now I'm gonna have to go get sadistic and read up on this sub, and we gonna go mob some shit.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, like they was like,
or I can just start playing Tekken like a regular person again.
You're not gonna do that.
I'm not doing that.
You're not
gonna
do that.
You know, it's a thought.
That's not gonna fucking happen. Because you're not a competitive person.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem. I'm not a competitive person. That's the first thing. But also, I was so late in life to Tekken because Julia took so long to come that I just never quite got into the game like I did previous Tekkens.
Twitch made me stop streaming. Why did you stop streaming because of Twitch, Art? It's not worth the aggravation to me. What's aggravating about it?
It's not worth the aggravation.
Yeah, what's aggravating about it?
I mean, what is it?
I mean, you can definitely crisp and wash some shit. That seems to get the job done. It's like that episode of Looney Tunes with Daffy Duck and he blew himself up and he's like, "Oh, that's a great trick, Daffy." He's like, "Yeah, but I can only do it once." You know, it's one of them type of situations and shit.
Mm.
It said you want to fight that. Well, okay. Well, I guess I just got a fight that's been made in the goddamn chat. Bro, it really only take placing well at a major. But see, the thing is that your average everyday person can't no life some shit. And then like take Oath for example, right? It would be incredibly fucking hard for somebody like me in my position to beat Oath in like a whole set. Like I might get a round or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. That's a win for me. But to actually beat him, it'd be incredibly hard because he is literally bringing in a decade worth of fucking knowledge and experience on Tekken alone to a fucking game that's already 8 years old. You said just placing at a major. Nah, I hit 1K before I hit my first major. No. And see, the thing is, I hit 1K and I ain't did shit of any type of caliber at all. At all. I think I made a top 8 in that one of these online PC Tekken tournaments, and I was excited. Like, hey, I made a top 8. Fuck you guys. You can beat Oath. I beat Oath in the set. But see, the thing is, Def, you also been playing the game longer than I have as well. I literally just made 1 year in
competitive Tekken play.
Playing Tekken, yeah. And I didn't start playing Tekken until I came back from Combo Breaker last year after watching the NA versus EU 10v10. That's literally what made me start playing Tekken.
It was, yeah, I remember that.
That's literally what made me. I had the game since launch. The motherfucker was just sitting there collecting dust. My first competitive fighter was Mortal Kombat 11. And I didn't like how other motherfuckers was doing shit, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it my goddamn self. It doesn't take a major, it's personality. A major does help out though. Oh yeah, definitely, because it brings eyes and attention to shit. When am I available to stream the shit? Fuck. Let me see after the podcast what all I gotta do at the crib. We can do it tonight or tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow as well. He's not a Maven main. He just picked up Maven though, Fury. But yeah, and see, like, the one thing that I have encountered, I have not encountered as many dickheads in the fucking Tekken community as I have on Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, NetherRealm Studios has become notorious for having a very small
dickheadish community.
Which is weird because it's casually the most popular fighting game. So as far as numbers goes, it's killing everybody. No one is keeping up on Mortal Kombat. But as far as the actual community, like the people you meet and talk to online, just toxic. And it has always been that way. Like, I come from the MKO days,
which
they had like dedicated forums.
I'll get to that in a second, Death. Yeah, test your mic. I'll get to that in 1 second, Death.
This was terrible. NetherRealm Studios has always had a terrible,
but see, the thing is,
toxic community.
The thing is also as well is that I've encountered some of the weirdest, oddest shit in the NRS community that I've never experienced anywhere else in life. Like within the course of Mortal Kombat 11 being out, what is it, 3.5 years now? I guess. I've seen more catfish exposed in NRS community in the lifespan of MK11 than I have on a fucking TV show, bro.
Why are you catfishing on the video game?
That's the part that I don't fucking understand. Like, it's like, Dream F Peace was a prominent female Sonya player. She fought in my events a couple of fucking times. She was everywhere at one point in time. She was on a lot of top tier clans or teams or whatever the fuck the case may be, only to come and find out that that was a grown ass dude the entire time that was dating another dude in the fucking community that didn't know that that was a dude. Buddy was on suicide watch. And the fucked up part about it was that how Dream F Peace got exposed wasn't because of the dude that she was in a relationship with.
How did she get exposed, or he get exposed?
In a DM, like a group chat with some other dude that's like the catfish buster. Yeah, Dream F Peace is a guy. Yes.
I mean,
and like this, but this one dude exposed like 3 other fucking dudes that was catfishing.
But my thing is, why catfish in a video? It's video game play lends itself to anonymity anyway.
The NRS community is the Florida of the FGC.
That's so true. That's so true.
No, but that shit blew the fuck out of me. Like, how? Like,
but
you get up and you go to work every day as a dude to get off work, to go home that evening, to get on Twitter, to be a girl, to play video games?
And it's not just that. It's also stop dating people you don't have access to. If you can't flick that tit yourself, stay away.
I can't say anything because of my past transgressions. I have been guilty of that before.
Listen, and as of the most recent one before,
yes, injustice. Yes,
I was like, chill. Y'all never met, and y'all were burning hot like 2 phoenixes.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all never met. What is this? That was crazy.
But that didn't make it any. No, it wasn't outplayed. It was fear played. But it didn't make it any less real.
It did. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the distance was literally the only separating factor at that point in time.
Yeah.
Of that situation.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that shit was fucking intense for the duration of what it was.
Yeah. What I witnessed was very, and let's say passionate. Let's say too passionate.
I can be a bit of a lover when I love somebody. What can I say? The fact that he played in an all women's tournament. No, but see, this is the funny part, right? In those situation of Dream F Peace and the individual that they were dating, he got caught playing for her in an all women's tournament.
So not only was he not a woman,
yeah,
but he was a man disguised as a woman,
yeah,
who used a man to play his woman in a tournament.
Yes.
The layers.
Like I said, unlike anything else I've ever fucking experienced in life.
When does it end?
That's just one.
It's like a Russian doll of bullshit.
That was just one. We're not even going to get to talking about horseradish.
It was horseradish.
Another her that was in the NRS scene that had a very fucking big following. That's Robert Downey Jr. Trump.
Exactly.
That's the dude disguised as a dude that was supposed to. Horse was also horseradish was a dude. What
Listen, we're all learning things today. This has turned into such an informative. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we didn't make it last week, because who knows what we'd be talking about this week if we did.
If we would have made it last week, it would have been a whole hell of a lot angrier. I can tell you that much. It would have been definitely a lot fucking angrier.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Horseradish was another one. What the fuck? Horseradish's best friend, Jayla, that was another one. These are just ones that I'm thinking of off the top of my head.
I'm trying to figure out the why though.
I have no fucking clue.
Because if you're a good player, I mean,
And the part
it,
that was
it,
fucked up for me though was that Jayla, as a person, as an individual, was cool as fuck.
it's just, man, is it a gender thing? Like, are these people that identify as women?
I don't even think Dream F Peace, the dude, came out and apologized. He wasn't even fucking gay.
Oh, what? What?
Just put an anime profile picture on, it'd be alright. I shit
So
you not.
why was he dating the dude then?
No fucking clue, bro. No fucking clue.
That's just another even more complicated layer.
Yes.
I wish I never learned about this. I changed my mind.
And this is just me casually scrolling through fucking Twitter, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck, hey yo, what? But see, the thing is that with Jayla, going back to her, to them, and I was saying that Jayla was cool as an individual. When I talked to Jayla, number one, it was all via like DMs or whatever the case may be on Twitter, and number two, it wasn't me being a fucking thirst bucket. So it wasn't like I was trying to flirt with them or holler at anybody. I made it abundantly clear when I came into this shit, I don't like nobody in the FGC, and I don't want nobody in the FGC to like me.
Wait, didn't Jayla used to come to the streams?
Yes!
I said that name sounds so familiar now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, wow.
The her to them transition was fire. Because it's 2023 and it's Pride Month. You gotta be politically correct with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. My pronouns are he, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. And my pronouns are, no, I don't have pronouns. I have adjectives. Angry and loud. But no, like, we was just cool. We just chop it up. And I would tell people, I don't want nobody in the FGC to like me, because I don't like anybody in the FGC. I told them my girl would not be from the FGC. I would bring her into the FGC. And I stood on that shit. Like, it is some women that are attractive in the FGC. However, it's a weird thing about me that if I actively see a bunch of dudes just flocking around you and everything like that, that acts as a repellent to me. Oddly enough. Like, I get why they're all on your dick, figuratively speaking, but that doesn't make me desire you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm good. I'm good on that. Like, they can be your groupies and all that other shit. There could be another number in your rotation. I don't fucking need that personally. So I've never tried to go and shoot at any of these fucking women in the FGC. But it's some gorgeous women. A lot of them are gorgeous. Some of them are overhyped more so than others. I'm like, wait a minute. I can definitely tell that you've never been outside before, because you're over here swooning over a fucking 5 in Chicago.
It's in Chicago.
Like, hey yo, Art, you're wildin'. You're fucking wildin' for that. While I do not have any comments for that, that is in fact fucking hilarious. No, but like, some of them are a lot more overhyped. Koizi. Oh, Koizi was a dude? I didn't know that. Well, I've always thought that Koizi was a dude, though. I didn't think that Koizi was a woman. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah. Some shit that just happens in the NRS community that doesn't exist. Like, I didn't hear, when I went to, like, Combo Breaker, right? I didn't hear about this Tekken player being gay or that Tekken player being gay or whatever the fuck the case may be. Whatever the fuck they did with or without their dick or somebody else's dick or whatever the fuck the case may be, didn't matter at the offline setting. It was, can this person beat this other person's ass? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It's only in the NRS community that this person being gay or that person being bisexual or non-binary or furry or like trees or whatever the fuck the case may be. It's only
But you know
prominent
what it
over
is?
there.
The NetherRealm Studio kind of machine has such a high amount of LGBTQ people that it is just unreal. Like the amount of gay people in other fighting game communities is a normal amount of gay people, and something about Mortal Kombat lends itself to
Like the amalgamation of the people that's together, that is of the fucking LGBT LMNOP
in
community
Mortal Kombat
in
compared to other fighting games
yeah.
is huge.
And that's not to say that it's not gay people that play Smash or
Any game.
right. It's not to say that they don't play or they're not prominent, but I've never heard this person that is a top tier person in Street Fighter sexual orientation being announced with their fucking skill set and their success rate.
Right.
It's
But in fairness,
mentioned.
that's because Sonic Fox is like a gay furry, and he's showing up to places in the first
off, he's a they them. Let's get that correct, because I got my ass fucking reprimanded like a motherfucker when I had said that shit before. I'm like, oh yeah, I met Sonic Fox. He cool as shit.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I didn't
he's
know
not a
they
he. He's a they.
pronoun.
He's a they. He's non-binary.
Oh, okay. Well, good for them.
And I'm like, I didn't know that so many people were English majors in the FGC. My bad.
I didn't know that was readily available information. But also, that's because I don't pay much attention to Sonic Fox, so that's probably my fault.
I don't either. I feel like it's definitely. I'm gonna leave that alone. No, never mind. But that is definitely an instant clap. That was clip worthy. Going on Twitter, DMs is about to be fucking inflamed. It was about to be bad. I'm gonna leave that fuck alone. But never do in any other environment, any other community have I ever heard of that shit being so prominent. If anything, I would think that it'd be an abnormal amount of gay people playing Melty Blood and what the fuck, Grand Blue. That's what I would think all the gay people would be at.
I think they were being guilty.
That too.
Because Testament,
and what's the one with the yo-yos?
Bridget.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. They both popped off on the trans femme note.
And, big shout outs to fucking, what's the brand? Aces? Arxis? Yeah. Shout out to them because they just casually rolled that shit out. Like, yeah, Testament is trans.
The weird thing, I think similarly to Sonic, I think they're non-binary.
Okay.
Yeah. But Testament has always been real feminine, though, even
I just thought
way back in the first one.
Because you have a big ass fucking scythe, your aesthetic is fucking pleasing, and you see skulls across the screen.
Aesthetic is essentially the big titty golf girl, but with no titties.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe Testament is always giving.
Yeah, I can see that. And I think that kind of
like a Victorian big titty golf girl.
Like it's a specific type of goth that this is falling into. It's the subgenres of goth. Like not quite steampunk.
They're definitely in a certain era, exactly.
But I think that also because of that, it allows us to have nuanced conversations about sundresses and shit. Because
the way that these sundresses 2 years later have come around to ruin my life is ridiculous.
No, because I still proactively think that's a good idea. Right?
I know you do, but it's the fact that now other people, not even associated with you in any shape, way, form, or fashion, are championing these sundresses. Not only to keep cool, but also for sex. I'm like, they were literally right in line with what you were thinking. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes. And it's funny because, like, just like how it was before when we was doing the sorted fucks, how we was kind of like predicting shit and then it'll actually happen or whatever the case may be, like within the next week or whatever the case may be. The same thing kind of happened with the sundresses and shit.
That was really the first instance.
Yeah.
It just took longer to come back around because it wasn't that hot last summer.
Yeah. That could also be it as well. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, did you hear about the chick that's about to get her ass fucking clapped in fucking jail? Because she sent... Okay, so what happened was this chick was dating this ex-NFL player, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it got the Ring camera footage of her beating dude up while he's trying to unlock the door. She just gets a whopping his ass, right?
I did see that.
Yeah. Did you hear the story behind it, though? Like, when she was on trial or on stand and she was getting asked questions by the lawyers?
I did. She was really trying to justify it, and everyone was looking at her like, we can see you.
Like, it was so fucking bad. Like, she told them, they got the text messages when she told them to go over there and shoot his shit up.
Shoot his shit up, yeah.
And the lawyer is like, what is shit?
She said, not him. What?
And she was dead set on that shit. Hello, Echo.
She was completely serious.
Like, and then her brother testified against her. Because he was one of the motherfuckers that got shot at.
He ain't trying to go to jail.
He ain't trying to die. Because obviously somebody did. Somebody got hit. Yeah. Somebody got hit. Okay. And he was like, yeah, we gotta, nah, hell no. It's time to go, bro. Like, we gotta get the fuck up out of here, man.
Also, these people that can't take, like, losing a fight or losing an argument and stuff like that, back in the day, if you got your ass beat, you just got your ass beat. And that was the end of it, unfortunately. You just had to let people know that one time you got your ass beat and try to remind people, right, or try to remind people of the time that you beat somebody else's ass to try to throw it off.
Or be like, yeah, I got my ass beat by them, but I beat your ass.
Even also acceptable. Like these people that have these interactions that don't go the way they want to, and then they're like, yeah, people need to get shot. Like, what come on now.
No, but the thing is that makes the story even crazier is that she was still married to a whole nother dude.
And was mad that he was having an affair on her. It's like everybody's cheating. Y'all are each other's support. Y'all are on the same section of Oa's Narc. Wow. I am 100% sober. I am 100% sober.
Words are hard.
I haven't had a drink in a month.
And even then, it was more like a tasting.
Probably. It was probably a cup. Like a drink.
Singular.
Singular, yeah.
Approximately 4 ounces.
Oa's Narc. Actually, trademark that. That's going to be the name of something. That's my new religious-based podcast. Oa's Narc. Where do we need to go? And who can't come?
Discriminatory actions in the face of destruction. Oh, that's funny. That is fucking hilarious, dude.
No, it's not. That's terrible. And it's immortalized on the internet that I said, a Christian man, Oa's Narc.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there go that evangelistic aspect of shit right there for you. Boom.
I guess that's my fault for not being in church for 5 years, but that's neither here nor there.
Just 5?
Yeah, I haven't been in a hot minute. The church I like is in Alsip. I don't drive. So I don't go.
Oh, man. No, hell no. Oh, so we needed to do the motherfucker of the week with the audacity. The audacity of this bitch for the week. Who is your nominee?
I forgot about that. I haven't had an audacious week. I've had a really chill week. God, who had the audacity? You know who had the audacity? That woman that was cheating on her husband with a man that was cheating on her. And then had the audacity to try to shoot his shit up. She had the audacity. She had 100% of it. She had all of it. There was none left for the rest of the population.
Ma'am, you ordered ahead. Like, are you not aware that that's illegal? You can't just do that, you know?
It's also rude.
I don't think that was a pre-qualifying cursor in the decision-making process.
The legality is regardless. Sometimes illegal things happen. How you gonna be mad that the same situation that we are in is the same? No.
Like the Spider-Man meme. Like, wait a minute.
Like, what you mean you cheating on me? I know I'm cheating on my husband, but that doesn't mean that you can be cheating on somebody with me.
No. Oh, So my audacity of the week, bitch, goes to this motherfucker that I seen on Facebook.
Oh
And
God.
it's like
Is
the
this another
older
one of those people that's like, as a man, why are you drinking water?
No, I hate them hoes though. Every last one of them hoes deserve to go into a dustpan.
I don't like them either.
Oh, like we're gonna come back to the audacious bitch for me.
Oh God.
Let's talk about how the fact that you're not allegedly allowed to do anything as a man.
That is such a I don't know how we got to this point
Like
in
I'm trying
socio commentary
I'm trying
that
to
we are
understand.
policing food and things like some things
Like, hold on,
are.
fuck that. We don't even have to get to that point. How the fuck are you gonna tell me how to act because I have a dick when you've never had one?
Mm.
You don't know what it's like to pee standing up and write your name in the snow. You can't do that. So until you can do that, then I don't want to hear a fuck ass thing from you. But then,
It's always the weirdest things too. It's just things that people casually enjoy. Like, why, as a man, are you eating food, retrieving nutrients to fuel your body? You should just be fueled by pure masculinity and testosterone. Like, no, I still need bread, bitch.
like, why are you, as a man, taking a nap during the day? That seems kind of sus to me, bitch. Cause I'm tired. That's why.
The one that got me is like, why, as a man, are you eating entrees? Men eat meals. I can have crab cakes, bitch. What the fuck? Like, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely
Oh shit.
ridiculous.
Oh damn. That's funny. That is all that shit always makes me fucking mad though.
It
Because
makes me mad too.
because it's why are you as a man celebrating your birthday, bitch? Cause I'm not dead.
And I don't even celebrate my birthday, but I'm like, if one wants to, who are you to say not to?
Like like I don't.
And you know why it makes me mad? It's because I can tell they're 100% serious. They're not
Like
joking at
this is
all.
not parody at all.
They want to answer. Why are you, as a man, celebrating your birthday? Explain in 500 words or less. Like, no.
The worst one I was asked once was why we have flagpoles in the morning. If you can ask me why I have an erection in the morning and you're not sucking my dick, then we have a different problem to discuss.
Actually, the problem would be if you didn't have one. That's a sign of good, correct circulation. If you don't have one and you're young enough, you need to go to the doctor.
They got medication for that now, though. No, it's just like, don't ask me shit about my dick if you're not sucking it. Plain and simple.
Don't ask at all.
Like that's clearly an invitation at that point.
Like, why are you so curious?
Like, oh, I'm sorry. Were you trying to expect closer?
Like, well, I was just gonna say, why are you leaning in?
Is there a comparing, contrasting aspect to this that you need to accomplish? Like,
and if it is compare and contrast, where have you been hiding it? Because I haven't seen it.
Or who is this other contrast that you're comparing it to?
Even. That's worse.
I mean, we're asking questions here. And shit like that, that's something that you don't even need to ask me, bitch. It's Google. Google it.
That's very true.
Why the fuck are you asking me? I'm not a physician. Now, granted, me working in the medical profession, I can answer the question like you so eloquently did. It is an indicator of popular, correct circulation.
Everything's moving.
What
where
number
it's
am I in
supposed
the
to.
line of comparison? Like now it's a tier list of dicks.
And that's the last thing I want. I don't want to know where I fall on the tier list.
But that goes back to that leads to another conversation and everything like that. Like motherfuckers asking people's body count. Like,
That's so weird.
I feel like that's a very moot kind of conversation, right?
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
it's
matter
like,
one way or the other.
whether I fucked 5 people or I fucked 500 people, were you gonna be 501?
It's not just that. It's not an indicator of anything.
It isn't, because I've dated some women that were trash at fucking sex that has had multiple partners, And then I've had some that was like, I've only been with one guy, but was a complete fucking porn star.
Mm.
I mean, the nastiest of bitches. So like,
it's a
not
weird
a good indicator of anything.
Yeah, it's not an indicator of morals either, which I think is what people try to use it for. Like, oh, I've only been with one or two people or something. It's like you're not a better person because you've slept with less people. You've just slept with less people. And like you just said, just because you slept with less people doesn't mean you've had less sex.
Right.
You and the one person you were fucking could have been fucking from here to the stratosphere.
And back.
And back.
But like I never understood that conversation. But see, it was also one of them type of things that I never wanted to know either.
Yeah, I never want to know either.
Because I guess it's one of them type of things that psychologically, I guess as a dude, right? You don't want to know how many dicks your girl did or whatever the case may be up until this point, because now you're like, damn, am I like number 5 on the hierarchy? Like, how do I get up the tier list? Like, how do I become dick number 1? Like, that's my thinking anyway. Like, I have to be number 1, and that's my competitive nature. Like, I don't want to be like semi good dick number 3.
I was just gonna say, I'm so uncompetitive. I don't care where I fall on that list. It's not my fault. It's like it's none of my business if you want to have sex with me. That's your problem. I'm not.
I am not actively going to invest and involve myself in your problematic situation.
Right. That's something. It's literally everyone else's problem but mine. I don't have to be attracted to myself.
That is fun.
It's the rest of the world's problem.
And I tell people that, right? Like, clearly you are a red flag. Like, something is wrong with you because you're attracted to me, right? So, like, you obviously don't have all of your mental faculties about you. Something is wrong. The question is what and how severe is the problem? Like, if you find me attractive innately, I'm definitely going to question your fucking role of your father in your life.
Now, I was just going to say, maybe people just like very, like, tall, lanky, ghoulish looking gentlemen.
Damn. Damn.
None of that was an insult. That was all a compliment.
I didn't feel like it. What the fuck happened? Yo, you still there? Sadistic.
Yep.
Okay. I just had a fucking internet spike. That shit was weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, but no, that did not sound like a fucking compliment at all.
It was. If I was to describe myself in simpler terms, I would describe myself as like a butter pecan Michelin man.
What?
Yeah, so it's just descriptive. Like, none of that was bad. It's all positive.
No, I still stand on the fact that if you're attracted to me, something is clearly wrong with you.
Oh, I agree. Same thing for me. It's like, what about me? One, I'm not super physically attractive, but in addition to that, I don't have a great personality either. Like, so like, if something is wielding, is moving you to me, it's, I would say, an indication of unhealth.
Seek help immediately.
About face.
3-point turn that shit. Go back down the street. This is a dead end. This is not what the fuck you want in your life.
And use code Cynic at BetterHelp for 15% off to see if we can get you some fucking help.
Speaking of which, we need some fucking advertisers, man. I'm gonna seek that out because I'm gonna start uploading.
Have you heard the conversation for the last hour? We're not getting advertisers. No one is gonna help us.
Dude, you have not listened to some of the fucking podcasts that I've listened to. Like, their shit is fucking bad. And they get sponsorship.
Oh, okay.
No, fuck that. Dude, you've seen me commentate. I got sponsored.
Oh, that's true. You do, yeah.
We're good. We're golden. There's somebody out there. Look, at the bare minimum, I'm going to get sponsored by somebody's alcohol.
Yeah.
Bare minimum, somebody alcohol. Gotta sponsor me at this point. Whether it's Crown, Jose Cuervo, Jameson.
I've been meaning to ask you, is drinking on Twitch allowed?
I don't know.
Because I don't think it is. I think you can be drunk, but I don't think you can be seen drinking.
Whoops.
maybe your small sample size is God protecting you at this point.
And now you're giving credit to the wrong God, because now Odin is sitting there looking at him like,
I didn't say which God. It could be any God.
like, really, nigga?
It could be Mephistopheles. It could be anybody.
Her face this, like her face.
Right.
It's allowed? Okay, cool.
Oh, great. You're in the clear.
Boom. We got action. Because if not, well, this has been fun, guys.
Again, I was thinking of the moonshine episode, which took a rapid decline in sobriety.
That definitely plummeted my fucking sobriety and coherentness.
I've known you for a long time, and you have such a fair tolerance to alcohol that to see you deteriorate so quickly was a little alarming. I was like, what the fuck is in that?
Bad decisions, bro. I don't think I've drank
And wasn't it smooth?
It smooth as shit.
That
was the problem. That was the problem. And that's the same reason. That's how I ended up so fucked up last night, because like this vanilla crown is like so fucking smooth that I'm drinking it out the bottle. I'm drinking it like it's water. And then it all just kind of like
snuck up on you.
Bah! And then it was like, fuck, I'm drunk. Holy hell.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was all bad. No, but my audacious bitch of the week, right?
Oh, yes.
So I'm on Facebook, and this girl was going through shit with her husband, right?
Okay.
And you know how motherfuckers that you know personally on Facebook like to chronicle their life experiences. Mm-hmm. So for about like a small fucking week, right? She was talking about how her husband ain't shit, and this nigga cheating on me, and I'ma get his shit shut up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the nigga was cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
She disappeared for like 2 weeks. Come back. And now in a polyamorous relationship with the husband and the other bitch.
Oh.
Had a whole photo shoot. Posted it on Facebook. Right? And I'm like, all right. Not the ending I was anticipating, but
right.
Dope shit. So the audacious bitch isn't the girl with the husband. It was this miscellaneous white bitch that was on her status, condemning her to hell. Because she was like a Latter-day Saint or some shit like that. And I'm like, wait the fuck a minute. Dick must have been hidden. I don't know what the fuck he got. I don't know.
I mean, it could have been the woman.
It might have been shit. It probably was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what the fuck happened in that dynamic. I might need to, hey, you got any more of them tips? Help your boy out. You might want to do a masterclass and post that shit on YouTube or something. You know what I'm saying? Monetize that shit. Because obviously y'all are successful in helping. But, yeah, she was condemning her to hell. And, I mean, like, she was going the fuck in for some hours. And it was just like, like an episode of the Boondocks. Because it was a motherfucker that pretty much just came out of nowhere that was like, hey, lady, shut the fuck up and sit your bitch ass down.
I mean, they grown and in a relationship. They hit a rough patch. They worked it out.
They came out with a solution. Nobody got their shit shot up.
Right.
That's all wins as far as I'm concerned.
You know, people really need to calm down about polyamory. It is not the moral panic people think it is.
And the thing, and we touched on this a while ago.
We did.
Polyamory is by default. Hey, yo, Black Jesus, appreciate the re-up, gang. I tuned in to shut the fuck up and sit your bitch ass down. That was definitely clip worthy.
I'll say that was a good place to come in on, actually.
I mean, that was pretty accurate. But like, in theory, polyamory is the natural course of action.
If human beings when subjected to trauma, seek out community, then an unsuccessful relationship could benefit from lightening the load of that relationship with more people.
And like, while I'm currently not in a polyamorous relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can. It ain't that big. Shut the fuck up, nigga. My phone is bigger than that. And yes, that was Sasuke. But
Your favorite, your spirit animal.
what cap do I have on? I got the BMO. I ain't feel like finding my Rick and Morty hat. Pager ass vape. No, but like, I can see the economical benefits of being in a polyamorous relationship, especially with the way that inflation and cost of living and all this shit is going right now. Like, nigga, I should
roommates,
bruh. Like, I should not be paying almost fucking $8 for a carton of eggs. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck?
Yeah, they're expensive.
Why? Like, what the fuck? Like, no, this is not okay. So, like,
Can you believe in our lifetime we're dealing with 2 recessions? This is some bullshit.
I'm waiting on that housing collapse to actually fucking happen because now I'm old enough to buy a house.
Yeah.
Like, I was too young. I was still in school when the first housing market crashed.
We should essentially just get the Midwest version of a Team 10 house. Me, you, PG, a couple of other people. We all throw some in. We get a house when property taxes is low.
Move to Wyoming. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah. With Osama.
I'm telling you, that is the prime. I was just having that conversation with somebody at work the other day. Like, if some shit pop off, I'm going to Wyoming.
Mm.
And it makes strategical sense.
Yeah.
And they thought that I was fucking crazy. And I'm like, all right, you stay your ass in a big metropolis area and get ate the fuck up by zombies. I won't. I got so lucky, man. Bought our house 3 years ago, and we got our shit cheap. It went up like over 100K since we bought it. God damn.
Mm.
No, but see, like, the housing market up here is so trash. Like, it's a house.
The Midwest is very expensive.
Like, it's a house that's well, he's down in Florida. So,
no, I'm saying us.
Yeah. But no, like, it's a house that's like maybe 2 blocks away from me.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker gotta be the size of a goddamn garage, bro. Gotta be that size of a garage. And they had like the little sign in the yard talking about all the houses for rent.
Mm.
Cool. I need the space. We need the space. Cersei ain't getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass dog. She gonna need the space. So we
Yep.
like, bet. Called the number. Was like, hey, so how much you going renting the house for, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga said $1,250. I said, boy, if you don't suck my dick, and hung up the phone.
A month?
Yes.
Huh?
$1,250 a month.
Rent is crazy. Someone suggested to me Craigslist as a more kind of accurate, realistic approach to finding a place.
Craigslist was even a thing.
So did I. So I'm gonna check that out as well because the space issue, the square footage for the amount of rent that people are wanting is ridiculous.
No, for the amount of pops that they're coming out with, it's causing me problems. Because now I'm moving. I'm pretty much moving because I need space for my pops.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a big ass dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, this is one of the more recent ones that I got. Like, I have a Steve Irwin pop, like exclusive as fuck, because you know that's my guy.
Yeah, of course. Shout out to Animal Planet.
You know what I'm saying? Creating new age scientists. But no, check that out.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I need more space for my pops. And then, what is life without having the Thanos one?
I mean, you know how I feel about Thanos.
Yes. And then I got my Edgar Allan Poe and my Tyler Durden pop in storage still.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm running out of room for Pops.
Yeah.
And then PG is now in on the shit. And since she watched Hunter x Hunter, that's her favorite anime. She now has 7 Hunter x Hunter Pops. Thanos needs to snap. Just saying. Just saying.
And see, the thing is, he doesn't even need to snap twice. He could have just snapped the once and killed everybody.
Let Darwinism do its thing. Start from scratch.
Mm.
No, but that was my audacious bitch of the week. We need more fucking segments. I also need to get an email account because I want to have people, like, one of my podcasts that I listen to is Brilliant Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And people, they end their episodes every week or whatever the case may be by answering questions that the people send in to them.
We tried that. There weren't any people.
And motherfucking, right, that's the thing. But no, we're at 10 right now. And we've been fluctuating pretty much around that 10 number the entire time.
Double digits?
Dude. And I didn't announce it outside of my fucking Discord. I didn't post it on Twitter or nothing like that.
Oh, so my God.
With actual active marketing and shit, we might actually get a fucking legit audience.
I doubt it, but, dream big.
Right. Because, I got to. We had that conversation about the small streamer and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, we did. That's how we started off.
Yeah, but I want to do that. And the question that they ended the episode on, which was fucking hilarious because it's Pride Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have an answer for this shit. I legitimately did not have an answer. And I was listening to their arguments for both sides. Mm-hmm. The question was, would you rather suck 10 dicks one time or one dick 10 times to completion? And I didn't have an answer for that.
Sucking one dick 10 times implies a level of affection.
And that's what they said. Like, if you suck that one dick 10 times, that's your boyfriend. You love him.
Yeah. But if you suck 10 dicks one time, you can like knock it out in a day or two.
That's exactly what the fuck he said.
And never see them again.
That's what he said. He was like, I was gay for a day. You're in a fucking relationship.
I was just going to say, although, presumably, if there are like no outside metrics like STDs and stuff like that, then maybe that's why you would choose 1 10 times.
No,
but otherwise.
And Dude's argument was like, yeah, but now you got 10 different people out there that could tell a story about you giving them fucking head.
But also, why are you telling a story about the time that you got head from a dude?
Niggas don't talk. Came back to STDs and stuff like that. My God. Oh, shit. But Jesus, you keep popping in and out, bro. Like, you missed a lot of shit.
We were going for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. But I didn't have an answer for that. And I like to think that I'm a very open-minded dude. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I have the answer. It's the 10 dicks. Happy Pride.
Like, nigga, this OnlyFans is about to be busted.
For at least, you could do a video once a month. You can have one for almost a year.
Pun intended. No, Black Jesus, the question that I got from one of the podcasts I listened to was, would you rather suck 10 dicks one time or one dick 10 times to completion? See, the answer is 10 times one guy. Yeah, as a man, this was 2 dudes on the podcast. This was literally because it's Pride Month and shit. And this was one of the questions that one of their viewers sent to them.
10 times one guy is too intimate.
That's it. Exactly. See, but like Jesus is like, I don't know, man. That does come across as very fucking intimate, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have a certain affinity for this guy.
I'm sorry, you're getting into it after the 3rd time.
Now, because now you, fuck, I don't even want to say that, but it's like now you have a taste for it and like and a level of anticipation that goes along with it.
You get to know the dick, you get to know what the dick likes, you get to know how to do it faster. You know, it's too much. It's a level of familiarity that is unnecessary for the situation. Do the one dick 10 times. You never have to see the person again.
He said that's
bam.
awful. 10 different. But see, the thing is, it's like, yeah. Because, like, my imagination is fucking throwing me right now. Because, like, bro, the marketability from the 10 dudes one time, like, it's porn categories about that shit.
I mean, it doesn't have to be at the same time. It could be like once a month.
But see, and he brought that up too, and he's like, so you want to have pretty much a year of sucking dick at that point. Because if you stretch it out, you're making it longer. Like, you know, on Thursday, you have a dick to suck.
But if you do it all at one time, you're going to get sick.
Wait, what?
Like, there's no way you can have that much protein and, like, survive. You know what I mean?
Bitches do that shit all the time.
Are they sick?
I don't know. They don't show the behind the scenes of the fucking porn.
I'm sure they threw up.
Maybe.
It's all water and mucus. They had to have.
Maybe.
But
maybe
also, you have
a fear factor.
You have a year of sucking dick anyway because there's a refractory period for the dude. You're only going to get one or two in like a day.
True. So that's and that doesn't help the cause though.
But that's what I'm saying. This isn't a real question. The answer is clearly 10 dicks, unfortunately. There's nothing we can do about it, but that's the answer.
But see, I can't phantom that being the fucking case though. Like, the amount alone is like, fuck.
Also, let's have a conversation
Happy Pride Month.
about gender and bodies. What is a dick? If the guy is trans, is the dick just not a big clit?
But see, that scientifically, medically speaking, yes. But that's a level of nuance that under normal circumstances would not be included in the 10 dick versus 1 dick 10 times conversation.
But it's pride, though. We can't be exclusionary to people of different assigned gender at birth identities. So it could be
again, that's nuance, though.
Yeah, but you get more, even if we consider that, then you're even getting variety in the 10 dicks. The 10 dicks is the clear winner. I'm sorry, unfortunately.
Wait. Variety how? Like, okay, so 2 out of the 10 is Asian, 1 white guy.
No, I'm saying, like, if we're saying it's 10 random men, some of those men could be trans, and so you get different kinds of dick.
No. No.
The answer is 10 dicks. I don't know what to tell you.
No.
You can accept it, or, I mean, first of all, it's a crazy hypothetical that won't happen to anyone. But if it did, you're crazy if you don't choose 10 dicks.
No, because see, I think we're approaching this as like straight dudes, right?
Oh, I'm barely straight.
Okay, but even if that is the case, right? Like, if somebody is bi or whatever the case may be, this is a breeze. This is a walk in the park for them. So like,
that's true as well.
Applicable. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it's
true
like,
as well.
At that point, it's like, it goes back to the body count thing. See, it's like, if the dude is bi, he's like, well, fuck. That's literally the last 5 years of my life. Throw in the side of bitch and we good.
But see, again, one dick is worse. He's tied down to that one dick. He can't go so his oats. The answer is 10 dicks. It's just the answer. All road leads to 10 dicks. There's nothing we can do about it.
The question was, Death, that came from the other podcast that I listened to. It was 2 dudes. Both of them are married to women. The question was, what would you rather do? Suck 10 dicks 1 time or 1 dick 10 times? That was the question. And this is how we lose numbers.
Listen, this is somebody's fetish, and the answer is 10 dicks.
It's clearly somebody's fetish. I want to know what the fuck Buddy was on to think about this question to ask them.
It's a weird question to start off with.
Like, where is he at in his life to think about this question? Like, was this a question that he was proposed and he is trying to weigh the pros and cons before he make a conscientious decision? Is he like consulting the council?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, which way should I go, guys? Like, is this his way of asking the paperclip in Microsoft Word? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't
I
fucking know.
mean, I think the clear answer is 10 dicks, but you know, whatever. One dick is too personal. It's too intimate. It's too familiar.
I don't have the answer.
That's like a spouse.
Bare minimum a boyfriend.
Right.
Bare minimum a boyfriend. Or friends with benefits or something to that effect.
Right.
That
But
is a little crazy.
It's too intimate.
That is a little fucking crazy, dude. I don't fucking know, man. I think that's it though. I think that's a good way. I think that's a good way to end the episode.
Thank you for joining us. We're leaving you with 10 dicks. See you next week.
Oh, and as always, and both of us are sober, by the way. This was a completely sober stream.
And, you know, still off the rails.
Lunacy ensues whenever we are around.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea we can't do this in the same room.
I would think that's funny. Because, like, with this, the envisionment is to, like, go and do live podcasts and shit like that. Because, like, that's what they do now. Like, the podcasts, they go on tours and shit. So, like, to be sitting in front of a bunch of people in Atlanta having this conversation, that would be fucking amazing.
The people in Atlanta are going to choose 10 dicks.
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10 motherfuckers that's in Atlanta attending this podcast, having this proposed, like, I already did 8, I just need 2 more. Unless they're there with their spouse. Then that's a no-brainer.
Mm.
I wonder if this would be the same thing for women. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, if you gender flipped it.
Would you rather eat 1 pussy or 10 pussies?
Uh-huh.
You know what? Now that you say that, I think I would rather eat 1 pussy 10 times than eat 10 different pussies.
Well, obviously. But
Not
it doesn't
necessarily.
work. But it doesn't. No. That's an obvious thing for me.
Oh, okay.
That would have been, that's easy. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it works the same way when you flip it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would think that would be for us as, you know what I'm saying, me as a straight dude and you straight-ish.
Maybe. I'm trying to think. No, it's straight, but like I said, just barely.
Right.
What?
Straight leaning. Straight adjacent.
I'm like 1 Kylie Minogue song on repeat before having to go to a parade. You know what I mean?
Oh, that does remind me, the parade that's coming up too. That shit might be buzzing.
I've never been.
Oh, that shit be crazy.
No, I've never been.
Yes, sir. I'm licking 10 different clean pussies. But see, like, you're providing caveats, Art. You're providing caveats.
The pussy is of random quality. Like, it's a roulette of pussy.
Throughout the day. So, like, you're not getting fresh out the shower first in the morning. You're getting, like, at the end of a work day from Burger King. Cooch.
It's okay. It's getting over specific now.
He's the one that started providing caveats, not me.
But that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about just random, healthy dicks and pussies.
Why am I laughing at that shit like I'm fucking 7?
I couldn't tell you. But I think the answer is 10.
But see, again, the cooch aspect of that doesn't apply to us because you would have to ask a straight woman that question.
But you know also, I think women wouldn't get as hung up on having done the weird sexual thing as most men do.
Because women's sexuality in society being more flexible as far as like literally light switching back and forth between being straight and gay or whatever the case may be, is a lot more tolerable all across the board. And
I
I
don't.
find, wait, I find that it's more women that are homophobic than it is dudes.
A lot of black women are really. I'm not going to
No,
say that. I'm
women
not
in
going to
general.
say that black people are more homophobic than other races. I do think that it's not societally accepted. I think it's an aspect of the male gaze is what makes it acceptable. So it's fetishization, not acceptance. But I do also think that women move on from things they don't like on the whole easier than men do. But men get caught up on the horrible thing that happened because we don't go to therapy. And I think women can kind of work work through an
Compartmentalize.
uncomfortable situation better.
Well, that is also an indicator of how women had no choice but to in a lot of instances.
That is
Whereas,
very true.
you know what I'm saying? Again, that's a societal norm thing.
Hmm.
But no, like women as a whole, like if it was 10 dudes and 10 women, I am willing to bet that it is more homophobic women than it is dudes. I've
That's
encountered more homophobic women.
possible.
But no, think about it like this. If a dude was told by his girl that she's bisexual,
Hmm.
most straight men, not all, because we can't speak for everyone, but most
Hmm.
straight men would be like, all right, cool, whatever. You fuck bitches too.
Hmm.
Now, how can we implement that together? That's usually the course of action that goes along with that. If you was to flip that in reverse, and the dude was to come to his girl and was like, hey, I'm bisexual. First thing, nigga, you gay.
I think that's kind of the connotation people take when they think I guess it's again that societal thing where people think men's sexuality is more
Rigid?
rigid, yeah, exactly, than a female sexuality. But I also think that times are changing. I know of a few different women that only date men that are higher up on the spectrum of sexuality than zero.
Yeah.
Uh, uh
Because you limit yourself when you can keep yourself at zero.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You limit what it is that you can and cannot do. This is not me endorsing saying, hey guys in the chat, if you haven't did a dick, go out this weekend. While you off, it's nice outside, it's warm. Go out there and grab a dick and go crazy.
I saw a really funny comedian, and she said that her boyfriend came out to her as trans, and he didn't know how she would take it. And she was like, "My least favorite part of you is your dick. Get rid of it."
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
So, I guess it just depends on the person.
Yeah. But see, the thing, I can only imagine what that would be like as a dude in that type of situation, though. Right? Because it's
Hmm.
like, it's bad enough. Like, I can only imagine that as a person that is bi, gay, or whatever they fall into on a spectrum or whatever the case may be, and not
I
actively
agree.
out. That's gotta be trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
that's gotta be
probably open
crushing.
to it, at least, as
Right.
opposed to someone who identifies as straight and now they're in a situation where their partner is transitioning and they're like, "Oh, this is awkward. I'm happy for you, but this is a problem for me."
Right. So, like, because of that, you're causing and creating a situation where repression is born.
Mm. Or I think the thing to do in that situation, if it's just not something that you can be in, I fell in love with you because of the woman or man that you are, and you transitioning is a deal breaker for me. I know that you have to, but unfortunately, I have to nope out of the relationship. I think that's the mature way to handle it.
No, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, I mean, I'm not only talking about that.
Hmm.
I'm saying, like, if a person is bi or whatever the fuck the case may be, right?
Hmm.
It is universally understood that that is more acceptable for a woman to be bi than it is for a dude.
Yeah, but again, I think that's fetishization, not acceptance.
I wouldn't even say it's fetishization. I would say that it's selfishness. Because as a dude, if you're looking at your girl being bi, it's not like, oh, I'm proud of you or I'm happy that you are comfortable with you being who you are. It's more or less, So how can I capitalize on this situation?
That's what I'm saying. It's the fetishization. It's like, oh, two bitches.
Yeah.
They're kind of fetishizing the situation, like, oh, my girlfriend's a girlfriend, as opposed to. I think the more accurate flip of that is that we kind of try to accept men as having multiple partners, but when women do that, like if they try to have multiple boyfriends or something, we try to be like, oh, that's nasty.
That's
But if
demonized.
yeah, it's demonized.
But see, the thing is, also that makes me think of something else. Like, we need to start talking about the basis of different relationship dynamics, because like we talked about the chick and the girlfriend and the husband now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that enough dudes understand how easy it is to be in a throuple or a polyamorous situation with two dudes and a woman.
Yeah, it's. I would imagine any additional help in a relationship makes it better.
No,
I,
but see, the thing is, right? I think that it also has a lot to do with a lack of understanding and knowledge that comes along with these dynamics as well.
yeah, that's true.
Because it's like, if you as a guy ever been the side nigga, you're in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah. Hell, that's my preferred relationship. Leave me alone.
No, but I mean, like, that's literally what it comes down to. If you are the dude on the side, like the chick that you fucking with is married and she goes back to her husband, you're in a polyamorous relationship. It just includes a level of sneaking that wouldn't be prevalent in that situation.
Yeah, it's not a triangle. It's more of a weird line.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's still 180 degrees, regardless on if it's a triangle or it's a straight line. You're just making shit more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah, I
You're in a
agree.
polyamorous relationship with the difficulty on fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For nothing.
Especially if you don't intend to leave that husband or spouse or whatever, whoever may be cheating. It's like, what you doing?
And I know more dudes that are okay with being the dude on the side than I know women that are okay with being the woman on the side.
I think it's because there, again, societally is a lot of pressure for the man in the relationship, or we feel a lot of pressure or put pressure on ourselves maybe to, provide and be like that boyfriend and supportive person and stuff like that. And if you're on the dude on the side, you could just be the sex
But see,
pest.
the thing, I don't think that it's only about sex, though. Again, I'm
I
not looking at this shit from a sexual standpoint. Like, you can be in a monogamous relationship and the sex is just trash. The
I
same
was just
thing
gonna say
goes in a polyamorous situation.
it could be more than sex, but I am of the opinion that emotional affairs are not real.
That's
I
I
would
disagree,
I would call
and you know
what
why
both.
I disagree. But
Well,
I
I know
disagree.
why you disagree,
Yeah,
but as a person that's not a relationship person and who doesn't seek a relationship and has no real interest of sharing my life with anyone in that way, what most people would call an emotional affair, I would call making a friend.
yeah,
So I could definitely see where people would be angry, like, why are you confiding into this person having this emotional intimacy and connection with this person? But to me, that's literally just making a friend. But also, I'm a person whose friendships are the most important relationships that he has.
right.
So that's why I think of it that way. So I could definitely see the opposite. But yeah, I think it boils down in all things relationship wise to communication. Like, hey, this isn't working. I'm pursuing this with this person. It doesn't change the way I feel about you. Can we have an open conversation about what this means? It could be open on both
But
sides.
that requires a level of maturity from both parties in order for that to occur, though.
Yeah, and for an example of that woman that goes shoot his shit up, that she clearly didn't have it.
Right.
She clearly didn't have it. But everybody mature, level up.
Yeah, but see, that's easier said than done. Just like, I feel like everybody needs a therapist. I feel like
Yeah.
that, especially anybody that's in our age demographic specifically.
Oh,
needs a
all
therapist
millennials should have a therapist.
at this point. And I don't understand why people are so against it.
It's you know what it is? People don't like to be vulnerable, and that's all therapy is. It's kind of a safe space, or it should be a safe space where you are completely vulnerable and you can have sometimes very difficult conversations with an
Yo, Big
objective
J, what's
person.
going on with you? No, but see, and I loved my therapist. I loved the
Yeah.
fuck out. She was amazing. I looked at her as that best friend that I could talk to, and she didn't have no choice but to listen. So like, I was in there on full fucking tangents. She called me a cult leader as well, but I was
I
like,
remember, yeah.
yeah, I was on a full fucking tangents with her, and
Mhm.
she looked forward to the fucking weekly meetings because she's like, oh shit, this is better than a soap opera.
Good. People should love their jobs.
You know, and I'm like, that she was fucking amazing, but she left the network, so that sucked.
Oh.
And I definitely do not like people.
That happened with my, not my therapist, but my primary care physician. I got different insurance and I couldn't see her anymore. And I was like, ugh, I was so mad. She was such a good doctor, but I love the doctor I have now. So it took a year, but I got
And see,
another good
and that's
doctor.
the problem that I'm up against right now. Like, I do not like majority of the people that I fucking encounter on the day-to-day basis. I just
You
don't.
know what I would do if I were you? I would like try to seek out specifically black male therapists. It's a little rare, but I feel like you would benefit from that just based off knowing your past and some of the things you've been through. I think that would benefit you a lot. Or at the very least, the therapist has to be black.
Yeah,
Maybe not male, but they got to
gotta
be
be
black.
black. She was a
To,
black
to
woman.
yeah,
She was
to
dope.
see the kind of scope of where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't know. I think to go back though with the polyamorous thing, I'm looking at that shit strictly from an economical standpoint. And
Yes.
I don't think that people like I think that people get hung up on the fact that if you're in a polyamorous relationship, that means that everybody is fucking each other.
No.
That's not the case.
If I was in a polyamorous relationship, the other person would be there for the other person because, again, leave me alone. Like, you're there for them. You're helping.
Like, you're taking that unnecessary and unwanted pressure off of me.
Me. I want to eat grapes and play video games.
Like, that is your designated job. That is
I was
your
just
department.
gonna say, y'all do that and then let me know when y'all are finished so we can go to dinner.
Right. So you quintessentially just want roommates. Ain't that a roommate?
Yeah, it's a roommate.
That's what the fuck you want. You just want a roommate.
That's a roommate.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like I'm looking at this shit and like in my mind, because I've also had this thought and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I was to be in a polyamorous fucking dynamic,
Mm-hmm.
that person, because do I think that I can be in a male female dynamic? Yeah, but that wouldn't be my preferred dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, the motherfucker that I was talking about doing the push-ups is now live. No, but that wouldn't be my preferred dynamic. But I could also see how that would be advantageous. Like, you mean to tell me that I have an in-house person I could hoop with, nigga I could play 2K with?
I was just gonna say, this is all roads lead to 2K.
A drinking partner?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a homie?
I think it also...
and somebody that can understand my perspective. So when this bitch is tripping, we rock, paper, scissors to see who's gonna deal with that shit.
I was gonna say, I think it also is a matter of the kind of polyamorous relationship. Because I think there's a difference between an open relationship and a polyamorous relationship, right?
Yeah.
So if you are essentially in like a closed triangle, it's the three of you together, right?
And that's what I would be if I was in a male, female. I would need that woman to be as much into me as she is into the other woman. Like, we all need to be on the same page as I love you, I also love you, and you love me, and you also love her, all across the fucking board. Like, it would need to be that.
Okay. I see.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's still the economical aspect of shit.
Split the rent 3 ways.
You feel me? Groceries instantaneously become cheaper.
But apparently, the only thing I want in life is a fucking roommate. So who knows?
So hey, back to Craigslist.
Yeah. Hey.
But that's me personally, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the dynamic that I would think will be best suited for me. Like, I don't necessarily have to have wild, crazy sex every fucking day. Like, I'm not that person now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh shit, you're home, whip my dick out, bang, come on, let's get it cracking. It's not like that, and I think that also might be because of trauma from my youth of being a fucking slut bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thinking back on it now, and this is something I learned in therapy, that me being a slut bucket in my youth probably was to my detriment as an adult man.
Yeah, it's to the detriment of all very sexually active young people. It's almost never positive.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't say that it was necessarily a bad thing. It's just not great.
Yeah, maybe it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing.
Yeah. So somewhere
it's a thing that happened that you now have to just work through.
right. Like, okay, so now it's like that debuff that you can't get off. You know, it's like, yeah, so I have this thing. I don't even want to say it like that because that sounds like herpes.
I was gonna say that sounds like an STD. Like, I do have the clap, however,
it still worked though.
Right. I was just gonna say, if we take the proper precautions, we can still have a great time.
For the record, I do not actively have any STDs.
I've never even had an STD. Yeah, I've never been burnt. I am completely crisp free.
Well preserved and in order.
Absolutely.
Oh shit, that's funny. We were supposed to have finished like 15 minutes ago. What the fuck do we be doing, bro?
You know, let's end it now because I can see I'm blending into the darkness of the time.
Yeah, you refused to buy a ring light. You said, how did it get here? Oh, well, this is obviously your first time here, so... welcome.
You know, go back, watch the episode. You'll probably have a good time.
Yeah, this episode was definitely fun. I need to find where I'm going to upload it to, the audio-wise. Because I'm going to upload it so that it can be on major platforms so that people can just listen to the audio. The visual for this is cool. But I don't think necessarily that the visual... It doesn't need to be like the Joe Rogan podcast where he's sitting down and having a full-on interview.
Yeah.
Like on Spotify.
It's not necessary. You can edit a clip and throw it on TikTok if you want to or something like that. But I think the conversation is what's interesting.
That's a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting you do it. I'm just saying.
God, that is so fucking tedious. Like doing that sundress promo? Fucking hell. Dude, that shit took forever. I
casually made 2 TikToks of just the filter with picking things and was exhausted.
I seen the one with the Digimon today.
Yeah, I was exhausted. I'm not doing that again. So, yeah.
Editing is such a fucking pain in the ass. I got some tools and some tips that I found on TikTok that I'm probably going to implement, though. And I was saying that's supposed to make it easier, but...
Should we pay an editor? How much would that cost?
I don't know. But the reason that I learned how to do all the shit that I know how to do, produce music, do graphics, like all of this stuff I did myself. So like the names and the Cynics Anonymous, I made all of that shit myself.
Yeah.
I did that. Because
but
I didn't really pay somebody else to do it.
You know, I'm the opposite. I really should have been born rich. I would have been so good at it. I would have been so good at it.
No, and now I'm sitting here, a jack of all trades. Like, that's another thing I wanted to mention. My fucking depression because of everybody else having a passion but me.
I mean, I don't have a passion either, so...
No, but see, you're completely okay with that.
That's true.
You don't care. Like, you probably prefer not to have a passion because then that will require you to do more things that you are actively interested in, requiring you to move.
You know what? You know what I really do? A weird thing about me is I am able to close a door so effectively. Like, remember when I was a photographer?
Yeah.
Over. Over.
But see, like my home, like John, for example, John Wick. I literally talk to this man every day. I think that the top 3 people that I talk to is you, PG, and John. And not necessarily in that fucking order. Because, some days I'm pretty much talking to you all fucking day or whatever. But
when the TikToks are popping.
Boy, the algorithm is algorithming. You know what I'm saying? But, no, like, his thing is cars, right?
Okay.
So he got him what the fuck? Is it a Scat Pack or a Hellcat? He got a fast ass fucking car, an American muscle car, and he is over the moon. So like everything that this nigga been talking about for like the last month has been this car related. I'm happy for him. Dope, good shit. This is your dream car. You got your shit. He got the modifications. He's sending me snaps. Nigga done posted like 4 or 5 different TikToks of his car. He's the type of nigga that would create an Instagram page for his car.
Okay.
Strictly for his car. And he's over the moon about that shit. It's a Hellcat. A Hellcat. There we go. Thank you.
I had a friend that kept calling them Thundercats.
I mean, it's not too far off brand. No, but it's a Scat Pack too. So it's a Hellcat and it's a Scat Pack. It's 2 different ones. I don't know. I don't remember which one he got. I don't know if it's a Hellcat or a Scat Pack. I don't remember, but it's one of the 2 of the motherfuckers, and he's over the moon about this shit, right? And that's his thing. Cars is his thing. And then to hear him and PG talk or whatever the fuck the case may be, and they be into that shit, and me not being a car nigga from Chicago, like I didn't have a car until I moved. That's one of your top 5 cars. See, I'm indifferent.
Same.
But
I'm indifferent to everything, to your point.
Exactly. I feel you. Dope. If I was able to get one, I would not say no. However, I am not going out of my way to procure this fucking car. I don't give a... I can't tell you how to change a tire. Because I've never had a flat tire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't fucking know. That's not my thing. And he over here talking about I got this air infiltration system that I'm about to install so this motherfucker can go vroom, vroom. Alright, my nigga, for sure. Whatever the fuck you say. Bet. Dope. Amazing. Right? PG with her baking. It's becoming annoying for her because it's more work than actual pleasure or relaxation. But that's her thing, bro. To watch her fucking put out some of the shit that she fucking do.
The cakes really are fantastic.
Amazing. I was talking to my homie, Anon Fox, right? Again, anybody that's like in my circle immediately, everybody on my team is fucking retarded to some degree. I am convinced. Every last one of them motherfuckers got something wrong with them. It differentiates in different degrees. But my whole team is a fucking class of special ed motherfuckers, and I'm the goddamn ringleader. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker is so organized that OCD doesn't begin to describe how organized that he is. As an example, one of his playlists, he has the original song that he heard first, and then the song that the sound sample came from immediately after. And it's over 100 songs on this one playlist. He has over 100 different playlists in order by genre of his preference and like.
That's nice.
But music is his thing. And here my ass go, just dibbling and dabbling and shit.
I go to like songs, I put that bitch on shuffle.
Same. Like, going through my like song list will definitely put your ass in a bunch of different fucking moods. Like, you might go rob some shit. What?
It is time to leave. I am looking just blurry.
This is what happens when you don't have lighting.
Yeah. Maybe I will get that ring light.
I'm telling you, it's about $20 at Walmart, bro. Good investment.
Yeah, I'm a investor. I look like I'm trying to dodge a police.
You look like one of them descriptive pictures on the news.
Yeah.
Like potential suspects, male, between the ages of 16 and 86.
Right.
No, but here I am.
Oh, like in the back? Just into the depths? Yeah, it's time to leave.
But here I am just dibbling and dabbling in shit, and I'm good at a lot of things, not great at anything. And I'm just like, I don't really like anything.
Well, let's make that the topic for next week. We'll talk about passions, what the dangers of when your passion
becomes your
becomes your success, becomes your job, stuff like burnout, stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let me make a note of that so I don't fucking forget.
I was just gonna say that's how we can end the podcast.
I came prepared.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And this is just like residual bullshit from me streaming. So like my little workstation. But all right. And as always, this is your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch. The mayor of mid-tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, the toxic Shadow King himself. Telling you to look both ways before you cross the street. Say no to drugs unless it's your trusted drug dealer. Drink more water. Stay hydrated. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. And as always, the man that's over here to my right, even though I'm pointing him left, the Luciano fact checker, Mr. I'm not excited about anything. My rent is paid and I ain't got no kids. Sadistic dance.
I'm blurry.
Y'all be safe, man. Peace.